You think you know me, you understand.
From the king city of the Midwest, a place where there are more bars than churches and more cabbies than cops. He's the only one that knows where all this crap comes from and refuses to stop reporting it. A man that has been around the world so much, it was named after him. It's Rob's World! Assisted by the one person who truly knows where Superman's favorite place to be is. It's the one, the only, because everyone else is sleeping. Rob's World Radio Show! Hey, J-Dog's here!
I think you know very well who I am.
The following program is recommended for mature individuals and may contain material unsuitable for morons, cretins, and dishwipes. If you are a moron or a member of the PTL Club, please turn off your radio, because we don't need any more stupid, narrow-minded, pencil-neck geeks who wouldn't know the First Amendment if it came up and bit them on the butt. Thank you.
The show you're listening to is part of the Mobster Boss Radio Network, found online at mobsterbossradio.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is March 3rd. It is Saturday, and it is time for the Rob's World Radio Show! Thank you very much. We're back, and we're live, and we're happy. Thank you. All right, now come on, that's enough. Stop it. I just want to let you guys know I'm so excited. Today is Saturday, March 3rd. And I have this wonderful news, and you know that I will never let you down. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get a little, I got a surprise for you. I'm going to get a little hand clapping going. Ready? Do this little number like to do in like baseball or wrestling. It's like, you know what I'm talking about? You ready to get that started going? Come on, you guys. Ready? Here we go. We got wonderful news. Guess who's here with us? Can you believe who's here with us? It's the one, the only, J-Dub.
How's everybody doing? Glad to be back.
J-Dub, you're back with us. I'm so excited. The audience is always excited. You heard him doing a little clapping motion there. Our audience of one in a can, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, it sounded really good, didn't it?
Always.
Where have you been?
I've been having some personal things going on. I had to take off a little bit, but now I'm ready to focus and put the hammer down. Let's get it going.
Do you mind me asking what was so personal that you had to miss 2 weeks of the radio show?
Yeah, I do. Thanks.
Do you mind telling me, or you don't want to tell me?
I really don't want to. I really don't go into it. I have a personal things.
All I have to say was the surgery a success.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well,
sure,
huh?
But sure, why not?
Okay. Well, I'm just so excited. I can't believe you're back with us. So here we go. We're going to start off just, you're looking at the same thing I'm looking at, right? Do you see this lady?
Yeah.
Well, there's two of them. Do you want to start? Since you're back, I want you to start off with the first story. And this story is something that I know that is right up your alley.
The first story really intrigued me. Got these two ladies. Says here, the women took $34,000 worth of undies. Now that's a lot of undies. That's a whole lot.
Underwear, right?
Oh, yeah, I suppose. It says here that police from Boca Raton, Florida, said two women, one with the last name of Pink, has been arrested in connection with the theft of hundreds of Victoria's Secret undergarments. Hundreds of them, as she said. Boca Raton and Boynton Beach police say that the two women, one of them is Tashika Pink, 29, of Miami, and Katina Somerset, 39, of Florida City, are accused of stealing more than $34,000 worth of bras and panties from the Victoria's Secret store. Now, that's awesome. I don't care.
Well, I want to tell you something. This is by no offense to anybody at all. I don't. If they stole the underwear and stuff that would fit them, I don't necessarily think I'd necessarily want to see it. These are.
I don't think it's a secret either.
It ain't no secret of these girls, I'll tell you that. Hey, did you know? I wonder if they stole any of them edible underwear.
Oh, Lord.
Well, edible underwear, they got... Go ahead.
You get like that biscuits and gravy flavor, that'd be good.
Yeah, for like skinny girls, they got like cherry and strawberry. For the big girls, they got like meatloaf, mashed potatoes, green eggs, and ham for the Dr. Seuss fan. Anyhow, there's some big old gals with some big old drawers they got out there. Now here's one here. This happened in Florida also. A man who nailed his hand to the roof of a Coconut Grove home required the help of Miami Fire and Rescue. And they were forced to conduct a tricky rescue that involved cutting part of the roof away. Rescue crews responded to the home and found the man who had been working, unable to free his hand from the roof. Fire Rescue Lieutenant Iggy Carroll, that's a story in itself, said the man was using a nail gun and accidentally nailed his finger to a piece of wood. He nailed his finger to a piece of wood.
He gets the middle finger award.
He may not have a middle finger.
I sure play need one.
Now this is a true story. When we lived out in Las Vegas, Nevada, you was just a wee little hoaxer back then. Well, so was I, actually, kind of. But there was a guy that lived next door to us, and he was a construction worker or whatever. There was twins. Anyway, the one guy got shot with a nail gun and it punctured his lung.
Oh, God.
Now, that's some nasty... Oh, my God. Can you imagine? And this one guy said, well, he just got hit with a nail gun. And my dad told him, I said, you idiot, that's like trying to blow up a balloon with a hole in it. I mean, can you imagine? Then they had that other guy that always wore the coveralls, but he only wore the jacket part of it, and the legs he had behind him, so it kind of looked like he's wearing one of them fancy suits, you know what I mean, with the tails at the end of it. And he wore a top hat, and somebody asked him, he asked somebody for a ride one day, and he's giving him a ride to the grocery store, and they got to talking. He said, yeah, I ain't been the same since the radiation. Oh, okay, get on out of here, buddy. So, get on out of here. So,
you do the joke.
The joke. I love jokes. And this looks like it's not going to be a very funny joke, but I'll do it anyway. This joke is called The Art Collector. A famous art collector is walking through the city when he notices a mangy cat lapping milk from a saucer in the doorway of a store. He does a double take. He's like, hey, look at that. A double take. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Double take. As he notices that the saucer is extremely old and very valuable. Shut up! He walks casually into the store and offers to buy the cat for $2. The store owner replies, I'm sorry, but the cat isn't for sale. That's my voice of the day. The collector says, please, I need a hungry cat around the house to catch mice. I'll pay you $20 for that cat. And the owner says, sold, and hands over the cat. Well, the collector continues, hey, for $20, I wonder, could you throw in that old saucer? The cat's used to it, and it'll save me to having to get a dish. And the owner says, sorry, buddy, but that's my lucky saucer. So far this week, I've sold 68 cats. Woo!
That's funny.
Speaking of cats, I don't know what that I don't know what that meant, but it just sounded funny at the time. So anyway, can I tell the next story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see here. Mobile. Now, am I going to pronounce this correctly? Probably not. You think?
I don't know, maybe.
Mobile euthanasia. Is that correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Mobile euthanasia units to make house calls. Now, I may not have pronounced it correctly, but I know what that means. That's how you put somebody to sleep, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not like a nap. I'm talking about so they take they're dead. Well, this is in the Netherlands. Netherlands, whatever. A controversial system of mobile euthanasia units that will travel around the country to respond to the wishes of sick people who wish to end their lives has been launched in the Netherlands. The scheme will send teams of specially trained doctors and nurses to the homes of people whose own doctors have refused to carry out patients' requests to end their lives. Somewhere, somehow, Dr. Kevorkian is laughing his ass off.
I know, right?
I don't really, I think that's a very touchy subject because there's part of me that says, we don't have the right to do that. They should be able to die on their own. But, if they're not going to live, they're suffering so bad. I mean, really bad. And there's no possible way that they're going to live. They're going to die. Dying is imminent. They're going to die. And they're just suffering so bad. Why can't they make that decision? If they're still reasonable in the head to be able to make that decision, why shouldn't they be able to?
I agree with you 100%. I say it's my choice whether I live or die. If I don't want to live, then I should be able to pay somebody, and there should be, as you pay somebody to help you live, why can't you pay somebody to help you, as long as you're in your right mind and you're not crazy, you're not doped up or whatever, you got a clear mind.
Well, what about the fact that if you're on life support, your family has the right to be able to pull the plug?
Exactly, which is the same thing. So what's the difference?
So, and I've had to make that decision, before, and I don't like it. But I had to make that decision with my mother. And I know, and she did not want to be on life support. And I had to make that decision. I was there by myself, and it was a very tough deal to do, but I had to do it. And I did it because it was right. Now, what if you're in a situation where you're not going to live and you're suffering, you're going to die in a matter of, whatever. Maybe your closest family should be able, or maybe you should have a predetermined person, but I'd want a second opinion on it, to be able to make that decision. Like, say, your wife and an adult child. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, hopefully this would happen after your kids are already grown. But maybe you should have some sort of documentation that your wife and one of your kids would be able to make this decision. If I'm laid up in the bed and I'm not going to live and I'm suffering, then say you're not on quote unquote life support, but they should be able to make the decision. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree with you.
I agree.
I do.
Well, that's too much of a serious note. We need to get back to the funny stuff there. So you go ahead and do the next one here. This one here looks kind of fun. Actually, that kid's kind of... Is that a girl or is that a kid?
That's a girl, I think. It says the woman was blinded by a severe reaction to hair dye. Okay, this happened in the UK. Those crazy UK people.
Yeah, them damn UKians.
UK. This girl here, 25-year-old, says her name is Carmen Rowe. I was temporarily blinded. She was in the hospital for 3 days after using Clairol, nice and easy. Well, see, maybe her problem is that she rubbed it on her eyes.
It don't look nice and easy. She looks like Rocky Balboa after the fight. I mean, she looks like somebody beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, because her face swelled up so much. I mean, not that this is funny, but she said that her face swelled up so much the following day after she was completely blinded and was admitted to the Morriston Hospital in Swansea over there. She was eventually discharged 3 days after the swelling went down after some antibiotics and steroids. Isn't that crazy? She looked like she got the crap kicked out.
She looks like Rocky Balboa when he got the crap beat out of him. I keep expecting her to say, "Yo, Adrian! My hair's a different color, but I look like I got the shit beat out of me. Yo, Adrian!" Anyway. That's funny. Oh, this one here. This is messed up. This is something that would happen around here, and I could name a few people. Ricky Cooper. This happened in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Police say it's one of the strangest robberies they've ever investigated. John Giardini allegedly took $60 from a girl he confronted on Brownsville Road and Nobles Lane. Now, she had just gotten off a bus and was waiting for her mother. Now, after the robbery, this jackass called her on his cell phone twice, asking her if she had a boyfriend and said she wanted to go out on a date with him. Well, first of all, here's a couple of questions. How did he know her phone number? I mean, he said he robbed her, so maybe he took her purse. I don't know. But either way, then he calls her. So, what's up? I got $60. You want to go out somewhere? And now this next story, J-Dub, I know is first of all, we're going to have to go to a commercial break here real quick, if you don't mind. We'll be right back. Okay, I got to pause for the calls. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we're back. Rob's World Radio Show, March 3rd, 2012, and I'm here with J-Dub after his 2-week sabbatical. Is that correct? Sabbatical?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yo, whatever. Whatever, dude.
Whatever.
All right, this next story is right up your alley, and I keep saying that right up your alley, but this is something that I could see you doing if you want to do this story.
Yeah, we'll do this one here. It says the TSA asked a female passenger, I almost said prisoner, a female passenger, to prove that her breast pump was real. Now, her breast pump, you know what a breast pump's for, don't you?
It's kind of similar to
Pump the
isn't that kind of similar to a penis pump?
Well, I don't know. Anyway, this happens in Hawaii. The beginning is a little silly. If the leechers at the Trans Security Administration eager to score a glimpse at a naked boob.
All right. Wait a minute, what? Say what is that again?
A naked boob. You know, a boobie. Yeah. Okay. They should just man up and order every female passenger to remove their top. In the most recent case, asking her mother at airport security checkpoint to prove that her breast pump is real. Before that part anyway, the woman was flagged for additional screening at the...
you said secreting.
Yeah, that's breast pump, yeah. At the Lahoo Airport in Hawaii because of her luggage contained the electric breast pump and didn't offer a public demonstration. So because she didn't show them what it was, she had to be pulled to the side even more. I'll see how that works.
You know what I mean? Pull her to the side, you know.
Get it screening.
That's funny.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, buddy. So, anyway, I'm gonna skip that next story because I don't really find it the least bit amusing. But this next story, this could happen to you, this has happened to me, this could happen to any of us, and it could even be worse. This happened in France. First of all, I don't like them French people anyway. But a Frenchman took Google to court over a photo published online by its Street View application showing him urinating in his front yard, which he believes has made him the laughingstock of his village in rural northwest France.
That's funny.
The man, who is aged around 50 and lives in a village of some near 3,000 people in the Maine-et-Loire region, whatever the hell that is demanding the removal of the photo, in which locals have recognized him despite his face being blurred out. He also wants 10,000 euros, which is roughly $13,300 damage. He don't want very much.
I know.
Like, who cares?
If he was from America, he'd be asking for $100 million.
First of all, it shows the picture here. You can't really tell what he's doing, but he's out in his front yard. I mean, right? Who the hell goes outside and pees? He's right here. There's the house. There's the garage. He's in front of his minivan. He just got it whipped out peeing right out here in front of God and everybody. Who does that? It doesn't look like he's poor. It looks like he's got a nice looking pad here, but who the hell just goes out in their front yard and just whips out and starts peeing? You know what I mean? Who does that?
Who here among us hasn't just went outside in front of their minivan and just peed? You know?
Right out in the front yard?
What if you go pee when you're outside? What if it's too far to walk inside? Just, take it out and do it,
I don't know.
Just saying.
I wanna scoot down a little bit here because a couple of them stories are kind of ignorant. This next story I want you to do, J-Dub, the one about the teacher.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. Former teacher leaves family and moves in with a teen. This is coming out from California. You know, crazy California people are.
California people are nuttier than,
I
nuttier than squirrel poop.
Well, this here says a California school teacher quit his job and left his wife and kids to move in an apartment with his 18-year-old student less than half of his age. The teen's mother, Tammy Powers, waged a Facebook campaign against the teacher since her daughter moved out of her family's home in Modesto with the 41-year-old James Hooker. Hey, I wonder if it's like TJ Hooker. Hooker quit his teaching job at Enoch High School and left his wife and children and one of them Enoch students to live with his Enoch senior, Jordan Powers. You believe that?
Well, I don't know what to think. But all I know is the girl's 18, so she's legal.
She's legal, so at least she's not a child molester, but,
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, I don't know. But either way it goes, it ain't...
Either way it goes...
It isn't really right, but it's not as wrong as it could be. Does that make any sense?
Oh, that makes him at least makes him a douchebag because he's not gonna. I mean, what school's gonna hire him now, right?
Well, but why? The girl's 18 years old though, so it ain't like he's committed any crime.
Well, I know, but he's collateral damage now. His face is posted all over the news, all over the place.
Well, what difference does it make? What difference does that make? That one teacher, the special education teacher, he's over here making fun of mentally challenged kids and wearing a helmet and talking trash on Facebook and everything. And that old bastard, he's still a teacher. He got administrative leave.
He ought to be shot.
To the best of my knowledge, he's still a teacher. I tried to call him. I got his phone number and his address and his email address. I emailed him and I called him and he wouldn't answer the phone. I left voicemail after voicemail and email after email and he wouldn't respond. And speaking of that, it brings me to another notion. Did you know that here is earlier this week or last week, what it was, we had all them tornadoes come through here, Southern Illinois, and down there in Harrisburg got the shit tore out of them. And I'm sorry for that. I feel really bad for all them people. I mean, it's a horrific deal. But did you know, and I apologize, I'm getting ready to get up on my soapbox, and I'm going to have to eat a bar so fast it's done with. But them silly bastards over there at Westboro Baptist Church, did you know that they were talking about picketing the funerals and the cleanup and everything of them folks down there in Harrisburg? Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did. I heard that they said that they were all sinners, and that's what God had planned for them. I also know because I've been tuning in a little bit. Those people down there have implemented something called Operation Human Shield, and what they were doing with that human shield is they were building a human fence to keep those people from getting up close by there. Something to that effect. It was on KFDS 12. I was watching that earlier.
Well, I contacted these people once, and I got an email back, and it was like I was arguing with an 8th grader, these dumb pieces of crap. They want attention, that's all they want. I don't know, they're trying to act like they're representing God, and I'm a Christian, don't get me wrong, and I slip a lot, and I cuss a lot, don't get me wrong, and I say fuck occasionally, and I can say that here, I can't get in trouble, because this is an adult-oriented adult comedy show. Anyway, the point is, these guys are idiots. I've contacted them. They emailed me back. I've sent them messages on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere you can find these silly idiots, and they won't respond. I've offered them to be on the radio show. You can call in. We'll talk to you. They won't do it. You know why? Because they're hiding behind this whole supposed to be Christian thing. These people aren't Christians.
No.
They're idiots. And I'll tell you what, they're all related. They're probably a bunch of incestuous bastards too. And I challenge any one of them. They can be on the radio. They don't even have to be on the radio show. Meet me out here in Walmart parking lot. I'll kick the shit out of you. I don't care. You want to act like you're a Christian and everybody else is not Christians, and you're saying that God hates everybody. Well, then meet me out behind Hucks, man. Meet me over here behind Big Lots. I'll kick the crap out of your ass, and you'll be praying to God. And you'll be saying, oh, come get this guy off me because my name's Little Westboro Baptist Church, bitch, and I just got bitch slapped. That's me up on my soapbox. I'm tired as hell of them people. What do they want? I mean, are they just trying to be famous? Is that what they want?
I think so.
I think they need to just go buy themselves a Coke and shut the fuck up because I'm tired of listening to it. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of seeing it. It's dumb.
Sick of it.
And that wasn't even anything to do with our show. And I bet you this person right here that we're getting ready to talk about, I guarantee this girl is probably knows somebody at Westboro Baptist Church. This happened in Nebraska. This 22-year-old Beatrice, Nebraska woman faces up to a year in jail for asking friends to stab her. She wanted to get stabbed so she could get out of a probation appointment. Authorities say Jessalyn Steerwalt, I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, asked two friends to stab her in the abdomen and shoulder so she could avoid going to probation appointment the following morning. She later told authorities she needed time to sober up. The two men did stab her, and they're being prosecuted as well. Can you stab me? All right, here you go, bitch. That kind of reminds me of that scary movie. You know what I'm talking about? Where like the knockoff of Scream. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Here, stab me. No, wait. No, right here. No, wait. Anyway, this old bitch.
That's funny stuff.
Oh man, let's screw down here this a little bit because I don't want to tell some of these stories. Just some of them are kind of ignorant. Did you hear about Rush Limbaugh? We'll do this real quick out of Florida. A bomb squad was sent to Rush Limbaugh's Palm Beach, Florida residence after security personnel discovered a suspicious package on the premises. Palm Beach police spokesman Fred Hess said the package appeared not to be dangerous or hazardous. He said it was x-rayed, and as is all mail sent to the Limbaugh home, when Limbaugh staff saw what appeared to be wires in the package through the x-ray, they called police. The package originated from Pennsylvania, a man offering Limbaugh a business opportunity. But evidently, it turned out to not to be anything bad or nothing, but... scroll down just a little bit, J-Dub. This last story we're going to do here, because we're about out of time. Do the story here about the parents shocked over the violent math problems. That looks like it'd be a good one. No. Go down to the next one. The man calls 911.
Okay. It says here, man calls 911 to report being invisible. Now, this happens in Georgia. You know how people from Georgia are. No offense to people who live in Georgia, but you guys are a little backwards, I think. Says a 28-year-old Winder man called 911 and said he was invisible. The paramedics from the Morrow County Emergency Service and the deputy with the Morrow County Sheriff, they all responded. The deputy was told to call and he wanted to ride to the hospital so he could get more medication because he had taken all the medication he received the night before. According to the incident report, the caller was then told to needed to dry up on the medication, and that he should not call 911 unless there was an emergency. If he called 911 again and did not get help, he would be arrested. Didn't need help, he would be arrested.
This guy... Oh, yeah, 911? I got a really serious problem here. Yeah, what's the problem? I'm invisible.
I am invisible. That's funny stuff.
That's funny. Well, J-Dub, we're almost out of time. We're going to have to head on out. We only got like a minute left to go. So we'll see you again this Saturday, and we're trying to get everything working together, and I think this is going to turn out pretty good. So we'll see you Saturday, all right, man?
All right, take it easy.
All right, we'll see you.
The show you're listening to is part of the Mobster Boss Radio Network, found online at mobsterbossradio.com.
That's all, folks.